Welcome to the Two Dudes Sitting in a Sports Bar podcast in the Virgin Islands. My name's Andrew. I'm sitting over here with Mooney. Mooney, how we doing today?
I am fantastic.
Just fantastic?
Yeah.
Sounds good. All right, just fantastic. On my left over here, I got at Mixo Ricks, Milton Ricks on Instagram. How was your birthday, buddy? Just coming off your birthday?
Coming off, dog. I'm still in it. I feel like what Mooney looks like.
Oof, good one. Yeah, I've been called worse.
It was a great birthday, though, man. Always great to celebrate on the islands, you know. The only downside is like it's so difficult to move anywhere without somebody just force feeding me alcohol, you know.
And I'm hungover just from watching your Instagram stories.
So many posts. You were literally an Instagram model, not even by the reposts. It was every single girl on this island had a repost with multiple pictures. It was a collage of pictures.
Yeah,
it wasn't just one, like, happy birthday, Milton, hope you all the best.
It took me a whole poop just to hit every single one to get through your goddamn story. So it was like the tiniest little lines like ever on the thing.
Yeah, and I had to watch it over and over and over again. But we were talking about it today. Down here, when you celebrate your birthday, you can't. It's not just one day.
No.
Everywhere else that I've lived in my life, when it's your birthday, it's one day, get it in, get it out, and some people are like, happy belated birthday. But down here, it's at least 2 to 3 days.
2 to 3 days. It's because everybody else is making it happen. It's not my fault. I'm done celebrating. The mother's like, oh, it was your birthday yesterday? Here's a bottle of champagne. You like shots, right? Here's another shot.
No, I don't.
I'm not even a big fan of my birthday, but at the same time, everybody seems to know about it.
Yeah.
And like mine's the 30th of June, and then a couple days later, someone's like, "Happy belated birthday! Here's a shot." And it's like, well, I didn't.
When does it end? When does the madness end?
It doesn't, because then you remember that, and then you come back into a bar and you see somebody and it's their birthday, so you got to buy them a shot. Dude. So they're going through the same crap that we're going through every time it's birthday.
My thing is too is like not even just the bars. Like I went to the jewelry store and. Thinking like, you know, it's AC, I'm going to kick back and take a break, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to sit down and relax. I sit down, I'm like, yes, finally. Like, oh, happy birthday, here's a glass of Prosecco. I was like, dude, what is happening? I can't escape.
Are you a multiple birthday guy too? Like, you have a lot of people on the island with the same birthday?
Me? No. And the only person that I know of that I share my birthday with is Mike Tyson.
Oh, wow.
Mike Tyson's also a June 30th
That's a
guy.
good one.
Yeah, not too shabby.
I'm 7 people on island with the same birthday as me.
Really?
That we all know and hang out with.
Oh my God.
That makes it worse.
When's your birthday?
Yeah, February 13th.
Oh.
Like Keaton, Nicole Slaughter, like
right.
a ton of
That's
people.
wild.
Yeah.
You know me and Ron have the same birthday?
Really?
Yeah.
That's why you're confused.
Yeah, that's what it is.
See? Yeah.
That's what it is.
No, I came in yesterday for his birthday, and he had a big pot of chili.
I thought you were going to X me on that one.
No, but I come in, and I'm starting to watch the Little League World Series and kind of getting caught up on it. Now, Mooney, you had an interesting little situation happen with the Little League World Series last night.
I didn't have it. The announcers did.
So take us through it.
Man, if these guys have jobs today, there's hope for me.
I was about to say, you got hope.
Yeah, I got hope somewhere, you know. Japan did a suicide squeeze, right? And how far can I go with this? Okay, I'm asking our producer.
No.
Okay.
Tell him what you saw, because this happened on ESPN.
Yeah, this is truthful.
This is not
happened on
something
ESPN, right? They did Japan suicide squeezed, right? And it worked. The first announcer goes, "Wow, a sneak attack by Japan." The second announcer, without a beat, without even thinking, goes, "Only the Japanese could pull that off." Yeah, and that's a...
Imagine what their segment producer was looking like. Just
well, and then so I thought I heard it wrong. So then I rewound it, watched it again, started dying laughing. Well, that's not really funny, so I'll just do that to myself. So then I went to Twitter. Now I did not tweet about it, but other people did. So I was not incorrect in my hearing. But wow. Like I said, if those guys have jobs today, then there's hope for me after all in the sports media business.
Well, that was the other thing I wanted to talk about with it, too. So if those guys still have a job, and then this poor Baltimore Orioles announcer, that was just the guy...
Yeah, wait, what happened with the Orioles?
So he was doing a whole pregame breakdown, and I think it was against the...
it was the Rays.
It was Tampa Bay Rays, and he was talking... The Orioles are playing great this year, once again. And... he was breaking down how bad of a record that they had against the Rays, I think specifically in Tampa Bay over the last couple of seasons or something like that.
Yeah. Something like that, yeah.
And he's like, yeah, they're playing really hot right now. He's like, but they've had kind of some trouble playing here. They're only, 10 and 20 or whatever in the last few years over at this place. you watch it and you're trying to figure out. You're just like, what?
I watched it probably 10 times and I did not. Other than him saying that they hadn't won a series in Tampa Bay.
They suspended him immediately after the game. Actually, I don't even know if they took him off the air for it.
No,
During the game.
I'm not a big O's guy, so
because it was like he was talking bad about the team or something like that. But he was just stating facts, which is exactly what you were just doing. You were just stating facts of what you saw. And the best part about it, though, was he had like the entire backing of all these other sports broadcasters that were just like, this guy, it was reporting.
Yeah.
So one of the other broadcasters on one of the other Major League Baseball teams even brought it up. He was just like, blah, blah. And, this guy was just doing his job, just reporting the facts. And I don't know if they brought him back or what, but he...
Did he get canceled?
By his own team. No, everybody else uncanceled him.
Doesn't care.
That's really strange, too. Like, of all places for Baltimore for that to happen?
Yeah, like, especially if you read the paper and go, oh, man, the record is okay against this team, and you get canceled.
Yeah. I don't know. That's weird.
That's what happened with that.
I wonder what the fallout for these guys are going to be in the Little League Series.
There's a really good game on at 1 p.m. today.
Define a really good game.
Chinese Taipei.
Chinese Taipei, dude.
Chinese Taipei,
They're
baby.
juggernauts.
The 17,
our Caribbean brethren.
17 chips.
The Curacao team, man.
They're
awesome.
Are they the ones that have been running the table against the U.S. since like the 70s? Didn't they do like a documentary on
Chinese
that?
Taipei?
Yeah, like an ESPN 30
Well,
for 30.
technically they're Taiwan, but can we say that?
I don't know.
No, wait. I think they're the world's largest producer of semiconductors. What?
Semiconductors?
And Little League World Series champions.
So random.
Yeah, that's the biggest exports, dude. Yeah.
Semiconductors and big bats.
Little League World Series. That's the chief exports.
I did not know that.
Well,
freedom.
I don't know why you know that.
And who do you have in this game? Because I know nothing about them. I know where they are, but I don't know anything about the players.
I think it's going to be a pitcher's duel, but I think Chinese Taipei is just a juggernaut.
Yeah, dude, they're always favored to win as soon as they touch foot.
When have you seen like a 6'5" Asian kid?
I was just going to ask that because every single team every year seems to have some kid. Usually, if it's the U.S., it's a big burly kid.
It was Oklahoma this year, a left-handed catcher. That was my size.
A left-handed catcher.
God!
Yeah. Which, first off, when do you see a left-handed catcher?
That's true.
The League World Series is
different.
This kid was like 6'5", like 240.
13 years old.
Yeah.
Was he just hitting bombs?
No, you can throw a beach ball, dude, like me, who would still be a strike. You know?
All right, and then what?
You said you could throw beach balls.
Now, who else? Now, there's always another team that has a tall, gangly kid that can throw 70 miles an hour. We talked about it last week.
Louis Slappy, last night from California. El Segundo, dude.
Just throwing smoke.
Like flowing hair, man. Yeah, just like 12-6 curveball.
Well, what teams are still in the U.S. portion of it?
So we got Michigan, I think, playing today. California played last night. Rhode Island got toasted.
No, they got dominated. Did they score a single run?
Hang on. I hate to shit on a 12-year-old.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah, right.
Catcher, and I'm not even going to blame him because they make you switch equipment for the Little League World Series. So he's probably working with new stuff, new helmet, new pads, all this stuff. So like a new glove because they have to be like way like safer.
So they can't bring like their home glove that's sitting in your garage.
The kid's from Rhode Island, so you know it's got like nails.
Didn't
in
get
it.
to weigh out.
Yeah.
Slept with it under his
like
pillow.
a broken glass.
Yeah.
You know, with like aluminum foil over it or something like that. It's like
No, actually, it's funny you say that because you always remember kids playing Little League that had like their dad's glove.
Yeah.
It looked like a fake glove.
Well, not to get ready for the button. Japan is so efficient that when like they finally changed the pitcher last night, the 6th inning. Yeah, keep reaching. That they are so efficient that they just traded gloves. They like.
Okay.
I traded lightly right there.
You did. I saw it coming.
Yeah.
Man,
but anyway, today 1 o'clock, Curacao, our Caribbean brothers, they're playing Chinese Taipei. So it's probably the best game overall of the.
Oh really? Is Curacao pretty good?
Yeah, they're the second best team. They just have them in the lineup in this bracket.
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah.
So what level are we at in the tournament right now?
We are at elimination level internationally and domestically.
Okay.
So Rhode Island got knocked out last night. Panama, man, they were pretty good.
Panama.
My favorite part on the Little League World Series is what they say their like pastime is, or favorite something like that. Everybody in Japan loves Ed Sheeran, apparently.
Really?
It's like favorite singer, Ed Sheeran.
I'm not gonna lie, I started getting into Ed Sheeran a little bit.
Of course you did.
He does not look like how I thought he was going to sound.
Yeah, he does have a great voice.
He doesn't. He does not sound like a white guy. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you seen the movie Yesterday?
No.
It's about this. So this guy is like a Beatles cover guy, right? And he gets hit by a bus.
Oh yeah, and he like
and he wakes up out of a coma,
Is
and
it-
the world is in the Beatles never existed.
and he just sings a bunch of Beatles
Beatles songs,
covers.
and gets rich.
He gets
just
rich.
sings, like yeah, like just covers all, and everyone's like, he's the greatest rock star in the world.
Where's the conflict coming? Because this sounds
Well,
like the
hang
most
on.
amazing
Well,
thing.
So he like travel like Russia or something like that, and he writes back in the USSR on the plane.
Yeah.
And the guy's like,
Oh.
you just wrote that on the plane about a country that was not like around since you've been alive.
Right.
Anyway,
Oh.
so they get in this like competition with Ed Sheeran, and who can write the most beautiful song in the world, right? And Ed Sheeran's like, I'll never like play music again if you write a better song than me, like just off the cuff.
Yeah.
So Ed Sheeran writes a song about like penguins and flying and something like that. And people just like cry, like just sitting at the piano. People just like, oh my god, that's beautiful, right? This motherfucker sits down and just starts playing. Was it Imagine or is it?
I think that's the song, right? The one or that's
No, I'm trying to think what song he played.
I didn't watch the movie.
Yeah,
honestly.
yeah.
Oh, what the hell? I watched it on the airplane, so I forget.
I was getting into it as much as the preview would have. I was like, okay, now I think I gotta see
I've never
this
watched
thing.
Anyway, he plays some John Lennon song, right? And like everyone's just like, and Ed Sheeran's just like, wow, that's amazing, dude. You're the greatest songwriter in the world, and I will never play music ever again.
That's funny.
Then I watched Stuber right after.
With Stuber? With Dave Bautista?
Yeah, man, that movie's good.
What
Dude.
is Stuber?
It's about an Uber driver whose name's Stu,
Yeah. And
hence it's Stuber.
speaking of Batista, we were watching wrestling yesterday, and I realized I don't know any of these wrestlers.
What? Oh man, you gotta hang out with me more.
Yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
No, because like I feel like the last era that I really was like involved heavily in wrestling was whenever like Matt and Jeff Hardy were jumping off of things,
Yeah,
Mankind,
Jumping into rehab.
yeah, jumping in and out of rehab.
It was the end of the Attitude Era.
Well, they had a bad attitude about themselves.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, and they had identified that first before they could move on.
Well,
Trust me, I know.
You see, I think the last time he wrestled in the WWE or WWF, they were telling the story about he came out and he was so fucked up that I think whoever
Sting. He was fighting Sting, and it was in TNA.
and Sting has problems too.
Yeah, but
They all do.
Yeah.
But no, actually it might have been Sting. I forget.
No, it was literally
But
Sting.
I think that they made him go back to the dressing room. They created some sort of a conflict in the ring.
No, he just
so
punched
that-
him in the face.
Yeah,
And
yeah,
like for real.
yeah.
And then he was like, "Stay down."
Mhm.
Yeah.
Oh,
1,
And
2, 3.
he was
yeah.
that
yeah,
messed up that they were just like, no, you just need to go.
The winner of this match is the Betty Ford Clinic.
Well, imagine those dudes were on a cacophony of drugs, dude. I think
You get hit with a ladder that many times? Look at
Yeah.
Look at who's the guy that killed his family? Benoit.
Chris Benoit.
Yeah. Ooh, the maniacal one.
But
Oh,
all those
God.
guys
The
were dying.
crossface?
Yeah, the crossface crippler. And then all those guys were dying from either CTE or doing steroids.
Or, yeah.
Eddie Guerrero's heart blowing up.
Oh yeah, man. Rest in
His
peace.
heart was too big.
Yeah.
Literally.
His whole gimmick was lying, cheating, and stealing, and somehow that did not sit.
No.
And nobody said anything about it at all.
My
Nobody-
favorite Eddie Guerrero thing ever was when he hit himself with the chair.
Oh, and then
And
threw
then
it.
fell down and then
Yeah.
threw it to the other guy, and the ref came turn around and the guy was holding a chair.
Yes,
And he was
and
on the
before
ground.
that,
Yeah.
before that, he pushed the ref on the ground.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, what a genius, man. That dude, he had crowd work on to a science,
Oh, my
man.
God,
Remember,
R.I.P.
whenever they would do like the
Viva
little
la
tag
raza,
team,
yeah.
remember the little tag team matches? You had to like hold on to the string.
Yeah.
He would take the string and tie it around his hand, and then just walk across the
Oh,
ring.
man.
I miss those days, though. I
Yeah.
miss that stuff because I watch it now and I don't even see him wrestling. Back
It's
in
all
the day-
narrative
Well,
now.
'cause he's dead.
It's all narrative now.
Well,
Stop.
Yeah.
it's true. But no, back in the day, they would come and they would do like the intro. There would be something that would happen. Then there would be some wrestling match with somebody that was going for the European belt.
That's
he,
not that's common.
and he would wrestle a guy whose name was like Jason Smith. Some guy that was coming up. And then they would get into like the,
Say them.
they would
Yeah.
get into the intercontinental matches.
Yeah.
But there would be another
the European
conflict.
champion. Ah!
Yeah, which they loved, and I don't know what it meant to have the European Championship. It was
Yeah,
just
because
the
it's not like
third-tier
they
belt.
ever fought in Europe.
Yeah.
And then they got big into the hardcore championship. Remember when they had like the hardcore belt that was all
Yeah,
busted
man.
up?
Yeah.
And
Like, had to fight with thumbtacks and shit.
well, what was the one guy? There was Hardcore Holly, and what was the other
He's
one?
dead.
Val Venus?
Who was the short one's
Val
name?
Venus. Val Venus is like a millionaire that owns a weed company now.
Really?
Yeah.
You know, Rob Van Dam is a porn star now.
Yeah.
And Val Venus started as a porn star.
No, he was actually never a porn star.
I think that was his whole thing was like he was like the sexy guy.
Yeah, exactly. And that's how his whole video was when he came out, his intro video.
Yeah.
But Rob Van Dam's a porn star?
Yeah, dude.
Why look at me? He brought it up.
I had no idea.
Yeah. I mean, don't ask me how I know.
I remember him from the ECW days.
Yeah, dude, the Rhino.
Yeah.
Or no, not the Rhino. He did the like the 5-star frog splash.
Yeah.
Yeah. With
Anyway,
the
so I think next Saturday night we should have a payback watch party.
I'm
Watch
down.
LA Knight go for the U.S. title.
Ooh.
He's the hottest thing right now, dude. LA Knight.
LA Knight.
LA Knight, yeah.
That's his name.
Yeah.
What is he good? What's his shtick?
What's his
He's
gimmick?
awesome. That's his shit.
Yeah, I know, but what is his... Remember back in the day, it was like actual like movie character, like Mankind. It was like this caveman.
I'm going to show you some LA Knight clips during the break, and you're going to go, oh my god,
LA Knight.
I feel like I know this person. Because I feel like we do at some point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come across some stuff.
Next week, are we gonna come dressed up as wrestlers?
We should.
I
call
was going to wear a
Stone Cold.
Hulkamania shirt today, and my wife's shirt now. So,
Oh, maybe I should go for the mustache.
Well, she didn't know we were going to get to wrestling.
yeah, well, I mean, I'm here, so obviously it was going to go that way at one point. Yeah. So,
And Mooney's on the pod. We're definitely
Yeah.
talking wrestling.
yep.
At one point, we're talking wrestling.
All right, this segment is kind of going off the rails right now, so we're going to take a little 5-minute break live here from the Upstairs Bar and Grill for the Two Dudes in a Sports Bar podcast.
You guys want to take a shot?
Yeah! That's LA Knight's theme song. Oh, wait, it's catchphrase. No? Too soon?
Welcome back to the Two Dudes Sitting in a Sports Bar podcast. This segment has no sponsors because last week we lost all of them. So today we're brought to you by the Upstairs Bar and Grill.
Milton.
You can come and no, not Milton.
Hey, listen.
It was
Listen.
me, you're right.
It's brought to you by the Upstairs Bar and Grill because we got 7 TVs where you can watch any NFL game, any sport, anything that you want, any time of the day. And with all the heat that's going on down here, we got 5 huge fans keeping us cool while we're here in the shade. So
Man.
Upstairs Bar and Grill, kind of an unpaid sponsorship, but here we are. So,
Yeah, I'm supposed to be at work right now, so
well, you're sweating out everything from your birthday. It is hot. It is hot.
hot as hell. And it's funny because everybody's like, "Well, yeah, y'all doing a podcast on the Virgin Islands? Show us the Virgin Islands. It's 1,000 degrees.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
How
well,
about you come see it?
Yeah.
Just come
Yeah,
work.
like 9 hurricanes all teed up too.
Yeah, right. Just come.
Wait, but none will come here, so.
Well, I was in North.
Thank God, knock on wood.
I was in North Carolina looking at the radar map, and it literally was that. It was tropical storm this way, tropical depression this way, maybe hurricane coming.
There was a GERT that's like, it's not,
GERT?
not a thing
GERT?
anymore?
Yeah, Gert was one of them.
Oh, Gert, yeah, came and went, right?
Yeah.
What is the one that's forming now? Didn't it just get named?
We got
Emily?
Harold, we got Franklin.
Harold?
And then there was one
And then
over,
there's one in
over in
California.
Mexico and California.
Harold.
Did you see what happened in Vegas? They
No.
didn't anticipate that much rain with the big sphere thing that they have.
Oh, the big.
Yes.
Oh my God! Wait, what happened?
$1 billion sphere that like
Did it break?
Did it roll away?
when I
That would have been funny as hell. That would've been
when I
great.
left Vegas, they were just starting to build it, so it was almost shaped like a bowl.
Yeah.
And then they completed it, and this thing, like my favorite thing that I saw from it is they made one of the big NBA basketballs for the summer league, and you see it. It looks like a big basketball in it.
Remember
So
when they made it an eyeball, I was like,
Yeah.
dude, that. Imagine like coming out of a Vegas
getting, like,
trip.
high,
You're
yeah,
just like,
like-
oh my God.
Like a bachelor party trying to get to the airport, you're just
Yeah.
like,
You see
Ugh.
God's eyeball on the
But
Vegas Strip.
They did not anticipate all the rain, so when it happened, it did one of those. Like you ever seen like when somebody hits a TV and it makes like a
Oh,
big line?
yeah,
it
yeah,
did
yeah.
that over the entire thing. It was a big purple ball with a crack in it. $1 billion,
Dude,
and they
I was
can't
about to
figure it out.
say, isn't that like $1 billion project or something?
Something $3 billion, and it took them forever to finish it up. And this has happened in Vegas before too. The Casino Circa, they got a bunch of rain last year, just spewing water on the inside of it. Vegas doesn't handle rain well. I can tell you that much. Living out there, it just didn't. But
what happened to all the tunnel people? Are they okay?
I would assume so. Have you watched
I would
that?
assume
Did you
not.
watch that documentary?
Yeah.
About the tunnel people?
Yes.
The mole people?
What are the?
Yeah.
What are y'all talking
They
about?
live like in the water tunnels, like below.
Under Vegas?
Yeah. You never
Yeah.
watch a CSI, dude? Come on.
And,
It's
no,
like
and
every murder
it's a
happens.
real thing.
Yeah.
It, like,
It's either a hotel room or in like a weird
real?
tunnel.
and you
Yeah.
won't notice it. Like you'll see a couple of the spots if you're going from. So the Rio is just west of the Strip. And there's this big walkway that comes up. There's actually a lot of homeless
Have they
people
done
there.
anything yet? Because they've been doing this since like 2006.
Oh, the Rio. The Rio is on the down and out.
It's like $8 a night.
They don't have the World Series of Poker. The rumor was they were going to knock it down to make the baseball stadium there,
Yeah.
but now they're knocking down the Tropicana, which is at the very south end of the Strip, and that's where the Oakland A's new baseball stadium is. So sorry, Oakland. losing all your teams in 1 year.
For real.
All of them.
Vegas is coming up, though, man.
Whoa, speaking of that,
as
have you
far
guys
as
seen the
sports
show
teams go.
Ballers?
Oh, yeah.
I just started watching this.
Mooney's the
You give me.
Mooney's the last person to
and you
watch
give- you
Ballers.
give-
I'm the last
you give me
person. I'm the only person to watch Ballers probably in the last like 10 years.
And I know because you
I
call him
had
the
no
Rock.
idea about this show. It's like
called-
Entourage, but for football.
You were
Yeah.
so out of the loop with that. You call him the Rock.
Yeah. What's his name now?
As an actor, he's
He's Dwayne Johnson.
as a
now.
thespian.
He'll
He's
always
Dwayne
be
Johnson.
Rocky Maivia to me.
Yeah, there
okay,
you go.
that's a good
Rocky
point.
Maivia is a good
But
one.
anyway,
Dude.
I
Denzel Washington's son is in
no
that show.
shit. He actually played college football. I looked it up.
Yeah, right.
Man.
Yeah.
It's a pretty good show. Honestly, for an ex-athlete, that's like a perfect like sitcom. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and
it's perfect because like I can actually understand what's happening. You know what I'm saying?
And it's realistic with like the contract disputes and everything
Right.
going back. Like I mean, that's happening right now. Like
Yeah,
all the
yeah,
Baby mama drama.
that too. But like, look at the running backs trying to get paid.
Yo, for real, Jonathan Taylor.
Jonathan Taylor just
God.
said, "Nah,
Dude,
no, bro."
I don't know what happened.
Ballers?
What? No,
No,
Spoiler.
no.
Oh, wait, gotcha.
He might be on the next season because he's not going to be playing football.
He's definitely not gonna play football.
What a way to just be like, hey, go find your own trade.
Yeah,
And then
man.
we'll take a look at it. Just but good luck. We
The way-
want that little to do with you.
The way that the NFL has like cruised into just straight up disrespecting running backs is like terrible now.
Well,
Like at what 10 years ago it was the most coveted position. You know what I'm saying? It's like, all right, we gotta find a good running back to build a team around. Now it's like, dude, what Todd Gurley, he was a free agent in 3 years?
Yep.
Like what like that
I mean,
dude is
he-
amazing.
he at least got his
200
contract.
carries where you get
Todd
whacked
Gurley
every
did
time.
get his good contract, on,
Yeah,
and then he
but
just
he was sitting for like a year, right?
He just fell off. Yeah, and now, I mean, Jonathan Taylor looking for a trade, and they said that, I don't even know what the best locations are for him, but they're not going to get paid.
New England.
Well,
We'll
and
take
then-
him.
I was
We'll
about to
take him,
say, New
baby.
England will take anybody.
But did you look at the list of all of the Super Bowl champions from the last 10 years or something like that?
Yes,
which
New England
they-
Patriots.
well, they showed their
I
running
just
backs.
see Cleveland Browns on there. I'm just
No,
saying.
no.
Yeah.
And ironically, we are paying our running back pretty good with Nick Chubb.
Yeah.
But no, like all of the last Super Bowl champions didn't have like a high performance like
Running
dominant yeah. You're looking at like Derrick Henry hasn't won it. Tennessee can't do, and I don't think they'll pay him. Who won the
that's
Super Bowl
the
last year?
scariest
Kansas
dude
City.
in
Kansas City's just going through running backs like
Yeah, bro. Speaking of fucking Casey, did you see Patrick Mahomes' fucking dude? Literally, he's playing fucking sandbox fucking football. His first preseason game.
Good.
Dude. He runs out of the
Almost
fucking
gets murdered.
out of bounds. Jumps up, throws a ball like he's fucking playing NFL Street.
Oh, I did see that.
Dude,
I
I'm
thought
like,
that was a
what the-
clip from like last year or
No,
something. He was
dude,
3 yards out of
3
bounds,
yards, dog.
and he threw across his
And then
body.
he threw, I'm like, bro, what?
If you see it in
but-
slow motion, it's crazy.
No, but then he tried to scramble 15 yards and almost got murdered by the Raiders in the one of the preseason games.
Well,
Yeah.
Like literally for like our friend Beeman, he's a big KC guy. Actually, a lot of people saw him the KC fan.
There's a
Like,
lot of
even
Kansas
I was
City
like,
fans, yeah.
You're $500 million man.
Yeah.
He's which Aaron Rodgers is actually going to play one series
he's
this
playing
week.
tonight, right?
Oh, he's actually gonna play tonight.
One,
Yeah.
they said one series and that's it.
Yeah.
Which at this point, I haven't watched any preseason this year. I knew it was useless before, but now I'm watching it going, what?
There's really no
You
bearing
can't,
at all.
yeah. You can't really give up any of your playbook. You want to make
Yeah.
sure that you guys can play. You're trying to find the guys that are. Did they expand the roster yet? Is it still 53 plus a
I think
backup
it's still
quarterback?
54. Yeah, total.
Yeah, and then you have like a guy that's not on the roster that can be the quarterback, but then if somebody gets hurt, you can activate him during the
IR,
game or
yeah.
something.
It's like any New England Patriot.
But
Yeah, it's like, hey, you need to play linebacker or a quarterback.
and succeed at
And
it.
return punts.
Yeah.
Belichick will just be like,
No,
"Yeah,
that's why the Saints had such a good cap for so long with Taysom Hill.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, you
yeah,
running back today.
yeah, we're not
Tomorrow,
listening to you."
Playing corner.
Hey, that guy would put his head down.
Like,
He,
you started to
He was good. He was good at everything
Yeah.
except for what he got drafted for.
he was like a Josh Allen though. Like I would see that guy take hits, and you're just like, oh my god.
Bounce
are you-"
back, bro. No
and then
problem.
that's exactly when the GM was just like, see, he's not a quarterback, so
Yeah.
we're not going to pay him like a quarterback.
Exactly.
Pay him like a running back.
Yeah.
Shaq's waiting.
Oh yeah, when Shaq wrestled against the Big Show.
Yeah, sorry
And
guys,
he-
we were wrestling on the background because we were talking about wrestling during the break.
But that was kind of like the end of when I
Ooh.
stopped watching wrestling.
Yeah, same. This
For-
is literally it.
For me, it was Monday nights I would turn on because WCW Nitro would start at 8.
Yep,
and
and then Monday Night Raw was right
would
after.
start at 9.
Dude.
And what I would do was my
Those
parents.
dudes stank.
My parents had a 13-inch TV in their bedroom, and it was right
Ballin'.
next to the living room.
Yeah, damn.
But
what are you,
we had a
rich?
big screen TV in the family room, so I would turn
15?
on. 50. I don't know.
13,
It was one of those huge box TVs. You remember, like if your family was balling, they had like a huge box TV.
Big ass back. It also doubled as your dresser, like your mantle.
It was massive.
It came on everybody's home.
Came with
random thing from Opsmack.
had its own wheels on the bottom of it, but I would go back and forth. I would watch WCW Nitro on the one, and I'd watch Raw on the other
channel
one.
button, baby.
Yeah.
But I had to watch both.
Yeah.
And then out of nowhere, they started to converge on each other. They started to become one thing.
Yeah, yes, you were talking about WCW.
Yeah, it was the good. And
He's from the South. Of course he's a WCW guy.
Our producer's a big WCW guy.
Yeah.
Big time WCW.
Yeah.
well, that's where all those wrestlers
He's
started.
big Dustin Rhodes, baby.
Yeah, all the Tennessee circuits, the New York circuits, how these guys would travel to wrestle other people, and then Vince McMahon just comes in and starts buying them
What
all
a
up.
guy, bro.
Yeah,
That was a power move, man.
It really was.
What a genius move.
And now he doesn't even own his own company because guess what? It got sold to.
The Saudis.
Yeah. Dude, speaking
A-Rab
of like
money.
selling
Hit the button.
organizations, did you ever hit the button on that one? That's
Sorry.
definitely one.
Oil money, I meant.
No, it wasn't.
Petrodollars.
They bought it. It's like
Did you? So y'all watch fighting sports like UFC and MMA stuff like that?
if there's like big news around it, I'll watch it. I don't know.
This story was amazing. So like Pride was like the main competitor to UFC for a long time.
Pride Strike Force.
Yeah, and then
The
UFC
one,
was
yeah.
really small, and then UFC got bigger, and then Pride kind of like stayed same range. But Pride was awesome because they had like great pull. Like Rampage fought for Pride. A lot of other people can't think right now because my brain is dead.
Well, I guess it is the Little League World Series, guys.
It is. Hey, Japan dropping bombs.
Wow.
Again,
I don't think Japan dropped any bombs. I think it was the other way around.
Oh,
Milton.
Damn. All right, never mind. Let me stop. But
yeah, you were getting it.
yeah. So the owner of Pride, this dude sold Pride to the UFC, right? But he took every like athlete and like took them out of Pride basically. So he sold Pride to Dana White for nothing and then did nothing with it. Flipped, cut to like 5 years later, starts another fighting league and is paying people crazy money. Now I think it's called One, and they might cripple the UFC.
Really?
Yeah, because I mean, the people are leaving the UFC like in droves.
I know. I saw Randy Couture on Ballers.
Yeah. The fucking Ballers.
Guys, I really don't think you realize that.
This dude
I
just
found out
discovered
about
Ballers,
this
and he
show.
can't stop bringing it up.
I've burned through like 4 seasons already.
That shit was
In like a day and a half.
a
Intro.
new show whenever I was in college.
Yes, Lil Wayne.
the intro gets you hooked.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh my god, I
It
wanted
is.
to go kick a
Dude,
football.
That shit got me hyped whenever
Makes
it
you wanna
came
work out.
Yeah, for real. Yeah,
I want
it's
to go
for
like
real.
I want to be an
Yeah.
accountant.
And every first episode is The Rock just doing like
Yeah.
every opening
And it's
scene.
like real clips from him when he was at Miami. When he
Yeah.
played behind Warren Sapp.
Yeah. Oh yeah, dude, that team was crazy. Warren Sapp, didn't he lose his spot to Warren Sapp?
I think Warren Sapp was either a year or two older than him, but I think even Warren Sapp came out one time and been like, yeah, he played behind me.
Yeah,
Dwayne
right.
Johnson, he's like, he played behind me. It's
Right.
like he was good because then he ended up playing in the Canadian League for 3 games.
He did?
Broke his back, yeah.
Oh,
And he had $7.
$7.
His production.
That's what his
company.
production company,
And
right?
then what happened?
He went right to wrestling.
Then he went to
He
Gridiron.
told,
Yeah,
he told his
he
dad.
turned it okay.
The story was he told his
Yeah.
dad, he's like, I want to go into the business. He's like, are you out of your mind?
Wait, he did that. So he played football before he went to wrestling.
Yeah.
Oh shit!
Then he became the Intercontinental
You would think
Champion.
he would be the opposite.
He used to have
'cause his
a
family
dumb- he
is
had a dumbass
huge wrestling
pineapple
fan.
hair.
I don't think his dad wanted him
Yeah,
to
I
get into
remember
wrestling.
that. And you remember he had the like tassels?
Yeah. Yeah. And he was like a Hawaiian guy.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then,
yeah.
dude, you remember? Didn't he join the Nation?
Of domination?
Yes.
Yeah.
Then he was black. I was like,
I was going to say anything, but
don't worry, I got you on the
Thank
color
you.
commentary, bro. Don't worry.
No, but that was the start of the good days of wrestling.
Yes,
We had
dude.
all
Action
those guys.
Warfare, brother, yeah.
D'Lo Brown.
Then he like
D'Lo
broke
Brown,
the guy's neck.
He killed
Yeah,
Droz.
dude, he
Droz,
did.
who just died 2 weeks ago.
Yeah.
Oh,
But
really?
if when they interviewed Droz, he was like, I don't blame him. He's like, I think he said that somebody was wearing a loose shirt that day. So when he was trying to do
got caught,
his
yeah.
power bomb or something like that, he like slipped, broke his neck immediately.
No, it's that goddamn chest protector.
Well, no.
Going around.
If you could find the article, it says because somebody was wearing a loose shirt, so he couldn't
got
grip him.
caught and-
Couldn't grip him the right way. But I like D'Lo Brown. He had a sweet power bomb. It's when
You remember how
he
he
did that
walked in
swag,
and
dude.
said,
Yeah, he had great entrance music too. I don't think there were any words
It was,
to it.
yeah,
but
it was like
got
it was
you-
like a hip hop instrumental, like literally like you YouTube hip hop instrumental, and that's what his
The
intro
Godfather
is.
guy, his real name is like Charles. The
Godfather.
And
Yeah,
he's like
with
literally
the
he was
Ho Train.
Oh
But he
yeah,
was Papa Shango.
Yeah,
back in
yeah,
the day. And then,
Oh,
but he's
yeah.
actually like a legit like Street Fighter like champion guy.
oh really?
Like
That's so funny.
would dismantle all three of us. Within
It's
3
so
seconds.
wild how like some of these motherfuckers actually had like athletic careers before going into wrestling. Like
Yeah.
Kurt Angle was an actual like
Olympic
Olympic wrestler,
champion.
right?
Yep.
Brock Lesnar like didn't lose a match in college or some shit.
He was in the UFC.
Yeah, exactly. And then he went back to wrestling.
Yeah.
That's
He's like,
so-
oh, wrestling's fake, my bad, guys. Yeah. Actually teed off at like a couple of guys.
Yeah, Ronda
man.
Rousey, same shit. Dude,
Well,
she
had
got
to.
kicked by Holly Holm one time.
She got
I was like, all right.
exposed. She
Yeah.
got exposed.
She got kicked in the face once. She was like, you know what? I can act. She started doing the fucking Fast and
Fast and Furious, and it was so. Oh god, she was so bad in that
Dude.
movie.
Oh man,
It was so bad.
Dog, see that was like the coming to Jesus moment we were talking about last week. Like whenever the Kansas State got my bell rung once, and I was like, you know what?
I like art.
I'm a change. Yeah,
He knows cool art history. Yeah.
But the only difference is she got paid a little bit for it.
yeah,
She-
that's
she-
true.
she-
I'm sure she got a big payday for that, dude.
And then they talk. You were telling me about this too. Like when a lot of these people get to the WWF or WWE, they have to like change their name into some shtick. With that, her name was her shtick. She was Ronda Rousey.
But she went by Rowdy Ronda.
Yeah, that's
because
right.
Roddy Piper was her
yeah,
mentor.
you know what? I liked that.
I was like, I love that. That was
I like
great.
when
Like
she was
it
wearing the
good
leather jacket.
incorporation. Yeah.
yeah, that was pretty good.
That was really
We're,
sick.
we're getting way up. As much as I love to talk wrestling.
I know. We
And like we can do this all goddamn day long. Trust me. Yeah.
Oh yeah,
Or
we got college
ballers.
football
No,
coming up.
okay.
We got college football coming up.
Yeah, Mr. College football expert.
I wouldn't say that.
Well,
The most experienced than any of us.
That's
Yeah.
all right. That's
Hey,
true.
when
I
you
guess.
do it in
Damn, I'm
football,
the expert in
Kansas
college football. All right, you're okay. You got me.
Well,
Anyway.
kind of. Yeah.
Kind of, yeah. I watch people hit me.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I played football.
Goddamn purple teams. Man.
Yeah.
Purple
Oh
teams.
man. So all right. So what did my boy say for the hot take? Did he have a college football team?
No, he said Atlanta Braves.
Indianapolis Colts.
Indianapolis
the
Colts.
Celtics.
The Celtics.
I think he's just being nice to me. 'cause I'm
Yeah,
like,
he
so.
threw that out for you.
Well, at that point, he's probably going to take something on another
Well,
side.
I mean, who the Celtics have now? Didn't they? They got rid of Smart,
Yeah.
but they signed Jalen Brown to that supermax.
Yeah,
right?
they still have
Which is
Tatum.
crazy.
Tatum.
We got Chris
uh,
Stapps, Porzingis.
Is old man Horford coming back?
Chris
I
Stapps.
hate Al Horford, dude.
He's old.
I goddamn hate that guy.
He's
Al
I hate his
Horford.
wife too. That she tweets all the
His
time about
wife?
inane stuff.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
man.
I'm all like, yeah.
Is
We
she?
should
said I
go to
hate
a
his
zone.
wife, too.
It's like, shut up, lady. Anyway.
Yeah, I didn't know that. Well, who else are they coming back? Because everybody's
They have
trying
a
to
pretty
be
young
yeah.
core, right?
Sure. Well, they need big bodies. They're
Yeah,
losing
the
them all.
Porzingis. Yeah, well, I mean,
Oh,
I'm done with
Porzingis?
the
The
fan base.
unicorn.
Porzingis with the glass knees.
The unicorn.
Dude, I remember. No, so you know I'm a Mavericks fan. Whenever we signed Chris Stapps, I was like, oh, dude, this is it. Because the only time the Mavs ever succeeds, we have a really good, tall white dude. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and yeah, and
That's the
Dirk,
only
Dirk
time-
was mentoring him.
Yes,
too.
bro. And I was like, oh, this is great. We got Chris Stapps. And then we had, at the time we had Chris Stapps, we had Dennis Smith Jr. And,
Whatever happened to him? He's
And,
out of the league now, huh?
no, I think
No,
he's still playing in New York.
Yeah.
Man,
Still buried in the Knicks roster, though.
he's still making a paycheck.
But man, I was like, dude, this is a heyday.
Pull it
We're
up.
back. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? We didn't win shit, bro. We didn't win a goddamn
You
thing.
guys playoff team? Come on.
Well,
yeah.
no, you're a
that was
Mavs fan.
Chris Stapps.
Well, now you got Kyrie, who's
Oh yeah, dude.
Hey,
That
good luck.
dog.
Hey, as a Celtic fan, good luck with that one.
with
No,
Nate-
no, hey, I honestly think Kyrie's in his mature era. If that's the right thing.
era. What,
Yeah.
He got drafted in 2010, 2011 when he was, 19
If
or
you
20
can't
years old.
play
Yeah.
with
He's 33. When do you reach your mature era?
Right now.
He's getting
Whenever
old.
we go to Dallas.
You
He's
can't
old.
fit,
Exactly.
like superstars on the Celtics, the Nets,
Yeah.
LeBron, your guys. Yeah.
He got us one.
Yeah.
He got us
He
one.
won a chip there.
Got
though.
to-
that
got to
worked.
experience that.
Cleveland worked.
Yeah.
Brooklyn did not work.
No.
I think
Boston
Dallas
did
will
not
work because,
yeah.
like, dude, Dallas is so obscure. It's like, all right, you got Luka, the fucking phenom. You know what I'm saying?
Which they were doing just fine with him before
Yeah,
Kyrie came.
exactly.
Putting
Now-
up 50, 60-point triple-doubles.
Exactly. And now I think now they've figured out how to play together.
Yeah, because you got two guys that want the ball in their hands. Like, they're not really...
But I think
They create with the ball.
Yeah,
They don't
exactly,
move away from the
exactly.
ball.
And I think that's the only, like, going to be the only problem. Like, both of them are very good at handling the court, but why do we need two handlers? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, which makes me wonder why shit isn't working in Philadelphia. Why James Harden and Embiid can't figure this thing out. But at the same time...
well, Harden's trying to shoot his way out of town. That's, I mean...
shoot his way out of town.
He just, like, literally just told the owner, hey, you stink.
Yeah.
And I
Did
don't
you
like
call
you.
him a liar or something?
Yeah.
You're a liar.
A
Like
liar.
he's an ex-girlfriend.
And they're like $100,000, and now the NBA Players Association is representing James Harden going, oh, God, we have to...
Again?
It's like, go to practice. Just go to practice. We won't have to...
I saw a tweet, or I guess, what is it called now, an X? I saw an X.
I still call it a tweet.
I still call it a tweet.
James Harden with the Philly jersey, like opening up his locker, and there's just a fat suit in it. I was like, yes.
Do you remember
That's
when he did that shit in
In
Houston?
Houston, yes, bro. He gained and lost 100 pounds in a week. Like, what?
That's dedication. You know what? I'll hand it to him. I don't like James Harden. I don't like what he's doing, how he goes, yeah, I don't like it here, but when he commits to losing and gaining weight, it
Is
is...
still making $300 million?
Yes.
Exactly. So, I don't know. And also, when he tried to request his trade, he only wanted to go to the Clippers. He didn't want to go anywhere else. It was the Clippers. Everybody thought Phoenix was trying to clear up space for him.
Yeah.
And they ended up getting Bradley Beal, who's, obviously younger, quicker, and everything like that.
Better,
yeah.
Better, yeah. James Harden, I don't know. He's like, this is the modern day's Allen Iverson. He's just going to be huge at I'm saying not for a generational talent.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about
it was problematic, but at least he knew you.
And he went to a finals as the guy.
And yeah, he brought the worst team ever to the NBA championship. You know what I mean? Like, does that make sense?
Like,
what I'm saying? Like, dude, like the worst
Theo
statistical
Ratliff,
team. Yes, bro.
Dikembe Mutombo.
Dikembe fucking Mutombo was the number 2 guy on that team.
At least he was a defensive player of the year.
Yeah.
What about LeBron in
Dude,
07 when the
do?
Spurs went?
Yeah.
They sneezed in Cleveland and won a championship. They came in and they're just like, that's it.
Yeah, that's true.
This
Yeah,
is
it's
cute.
Jonas Ilgauskas,
Yep.
Drew Gibson.
Sasha Pavlovich.
Yeah, whoa. Come on, man.
Don't hate on
It's my
Sasha.
guy.
It's
my
guy.
guy.
Sasha or Drew Gooden?
Sasha Pavlovich.
He did play for the Celtics.
Yeah, I know.
Was he any good?
No.
Oh, well.
He got paid, though.
He got paid,
He got
though.
paid. Oh, well, when the Cavs brought in Shaq, Sasha Pavlovich was in that trade and cash. So they gave the Phoenix Suns Sasha Pavlovich and cash for Shaq. How does that work?
I had no idea.
We get big fat man, and he was fat.
Bro, he was huge. I think that was the biggest he was.
He was a fat man when he got into Cleveland.
I think I've told the story before on the podcast, but I've met him.
All 3 episodes?
Yeah. Well, so I'm probably.
Where you met Shaq?
I've probably said it 3 times. Yeah. We were in an elevator, right? And the elevator.
At capacity.
No,
Y'all 2 asses in there.
like 8 people in the elevator, and it was me and Shaq. The 2 of them.
Damn.
And
I would leave that elevator.
No,
if I saw you and Shaq in there, I would just wait for
the elevator guy goes to the other 6 people. Sorry, you guys, get off the elevator.
For real?
Yeah. And then Shaq's like, "Oh, you make some floor?" And I was like, "Yeah." He goes, and like, I'm a pretty big dude.
Yeah.
Like when he like dapped me, it was like a
frying pan.
like me dapping like Andy. Yeah. No offense, buddy. Yeah. He says small hands. Yeah.
He's just a little guy. Bro.
Yeah. Yeah. He's like, yeah. And I was like,
He said, nice to meet you.
Where was this at?
in the greatest bar.
Is it weird looking up?
I said I don't like the.
Because you're 6'7",
Yeah,
so
what
for
is-
you to like look up at somebody, that's got to be kind of.
Yeah, well, but it's not the height, it's the width. Like
The mass.
I'm a massive guy.
Yeah, you
Like,
are
I
a
don't
big
think so.
motherfucker.
Like you're a big
Yeah.
guy too, but I'm like, no offense, like
It's weird how I'm the
I'm
smallest dude on this podcast.
Yeah, and you played football at Kansas State.
Exactly.
Yeah,
Well, no, they said that Shaq, even in the prime of his career, they said at one point he got up to 380 pounds. And in the prime
that's
of his
nothing,
career,
guys. Yeah,
380, but he's 7 feet, right?
Yep.
He's 7 footer?
7 feet.
7'2"?
Yeah.
Fuck.
I think they had him listed at 7'1", but
How tall was Yao?
7'6".
Yeah.
That's
You
that's
remember
actually
those battles, man?
He was 3 little leaguers together in a trench coat. Yeah,
Yeah, he ran like that.
Chinese Taipei.
He
Yeah.
ran like
Yep.
that.
Well, his first game, he was talking about that with Yao. He said some racially insensitive stuff about him, and then Yao blocked him 3 times, I think, on the first possession.
Owen Hart dead. Bruce Bulldog dead. Sorry again, guys.
Yeah, we're watching all these old WWF clips right now, and half of them are.
So
It's the
nostalgic.
only thing while we're filming right now.
It's. But we're watching it here at the Upstairs Bar and Grill in the Virgin Islands.
That's right.
With
Oh,
all
yeah.
the TVs that we have up here. Yeah, we
Love
can watch
City,
wrestling, we can watch cricket, we can watch
Sports
football,
Center,
we
yeah,
can watch
the
anything
US
that we
Open
want.
Cricket is
qualifiers.
on at all times here for some reason. I've learned a little bit more about cricket.
Tell me something about this.
So,
Please
I
enlighten
learned-
us.
I know, right? Listen, this is going to be as enlightening as my birthday was. But I found out that a little bit about the point system. So whether they
So
hit the ball,
if you're up 300-0, that's bad.
yeah,
You're still in the game, though.
Like, yeah, you're still in the game though. So if you,
It's 18-1 right now.
you know,
Oh, it's 79-3.
79-3.
I can't tell.
Wait, I need him to drop some knowledge on me because I
so
don't know anything
if you,
about this.
whether you, all right, so they throw the ball, whether the guy with the bat hits the ball or not. If it goes anywhere and the catcher doesn't catch it, you can run to the other sticks and get a point, and back and forth. And your ball and your stick has to cross the little thing. You get a point.
The wickets
So
are always in play because there
Wickets?
was the thing that holds the stick on the
Yes, right. And to stop somebody from running, that catcher behind the things has to catch it and then hit the stick. But then you get another try. So that's all I got so far. Tune in next week whenever I'll have more information.
3
on
Idiots Play
cricket.
Cricket, a podcast.
That was Milton's insight, and we'll be back in 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
We're gonna have to get my voice when it turns red. I like.
Yeah.
Welcome back to the Two Dudes Sitting at a Sports Bar podcast here at the Upstairs Bar and Grill in Cruz Bay in beautiful St. John in the Caribbean. Don't forget, you guys can follow us on all of our social media platforms, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook at the Upstairs Bar. Also, everything that we're doing here is going to be not televised, but the podcast will be podcasted on the Windmill YouTube, which actually streams 24 hours at the beautiful Windmill Bar that's just up the street from us, but you can catch us there. I actually can't believe that I'm talking about all this right now. I can't even believe I'm here.
Yeah, man. I think we got to show these people where we're at. Like, look at this beautiful view that we have.
We're looking at palm trees.
It's finally sunny out, so... No, not the
beautiful
bar.
upstairs, man.
Get a tree or something.
Nah, I've been talking about the bar the whole time. People need to see all the TVs where they can watch NFL games on Sundays, where they get cold beers.
Okay, that's a good point.
Yeah,
All right.
exactly. They got to
And
see what
handsome
we're looking at.
bartenders.
I'm just saying, beautiful downtown Cruz Bay here, though.
Yeah.
There it is.
See all those wires.
Yeah. We're electrifying.
Right?
Well, that's what it
But
takes.
it's still the most beautiful place I think I've ever lived in, man. Like,
I don't know. You been to Dorchester?
No.
what?
What's in Dorchester?
3
What the hell is
deckers.
in Dorchester?
3 deckers and way out. Yeah.
Yeah. And no, we were talking about that earlier. It's like, dude, it's really crazy that, like, I ended up here. You know what I'm saying? Like, all the bad decisions I've made made me
Well,
come to this
hey,
beautiful place.
let's put it. What's your origin story?
Yeah.
Rival villains.
My origin story.
Yeah. Comic book people.
Well, shit, man. Y'all know me. I'm from Texas. I like started bartending like when I was in college to do the same thing. Right? Everybody's like, yeah, let me make some money on the side, and I fucking fell in love with it. Mm-hmm. And this is like obviously post football. I had no direction. Literally no direction.
Post art history and
post female studies, gender neutral society studies or whatever it is. Yeah, and then I was like, all right, dude, this is it. I love this. I love bartending, and then ended up like opening my own spot and having like a nice little bartending career. And then that's whenever we linked up, or you hit me up, and then I moved down here to actually, ironically, open this place.
Yeah, for sure. It all went full circle.
Yeah, seriously.
I worked for the federal government for 7 years out of college.
What?
Oh,
You just tell me this
shit.
now?
Hey, Mooney, cut.
Yeah, whoa.
I did. I worked for the federal government
Run,
for
Mooney,
7
run.
years.
It's a
Worked
setup.
Wire?
No, it's a sweat. It's all 100% me in there. 7 years. Never bartended, never did anything.
What did you do for the feds?
Veterans benefits. So that's why I ended up going to Germany too, because when I left, I got contractors reach out to me and sent me over there.
Yeah.
And this was after I spent my first year bartending, which I liked. It was one of those things where it was the first time I really worked off of tips.
Yeah.
Weirdly enough, I like the flexibility of the hours.
Which is like such a rigid
It's
job,
weird.
strangely.
Well,
but it's like,
you'll find times when you're off for 3 days randomly.
Yeah.
With there, it was always Monday through Friday. I was downtown Cleveland at 6 a.m. every single day in the middle of winter, all that wind blowing off of Lake Erie, negative temperatures, and then I found my way down here after living in Vegas, and like I look around and I even have conversations with customers, or even all the people that we see in town. Everybody that you talk to is from a different place: Maryland, New England, Florida, me from Ohio, Texas,
New England,
and then Maryland,
exactly. South Carolina heavy.
New England.
Main Street is pretty much all South Carolina.
But then you find yourself lost, and you're like, "How in the fuck did I get down here? How is this my life right now?" Like I'm sitting.
Mooney, how did you get here?
Yeah,
You've
no
been here
kidding.
longer than all of us, right?
Have you always been here?
Yeah, were you born here?
I came with the building. Yeah.
It comes with the service.
I'm going to skip over a lot of details here.
Yeah.
I bought a one-way plane ticket and just kind of stuck.
Really?
Yeah.
That's it? Just you
This
just
seems like
jumped and came here?
Huh?
You just jumped and was like, fuck it, I'm going
Yeah,
to St.
hey,
John. You
yeah.
haven't been here before?
No, I've been here one time before when my buddy Chris moved down here.
Oh,
I visited him one time, and then a year later, I go, hey, you know what I'm going to do? I shot my way out of town in a certain situation.
Yeah,
I
literally.
go, you know, fuck you. I'm out of here. Only plane ticket. If I make it down here and I can carve something out, cool.
Yeah.
If not, I had enough money that I could buy a plane ticket back. And
That's
that was 10, 11 years ago.
Damn.
Yeah.
And dude, you carved out a pretty unique space for yourself,
I
man.
will
Like,
say I have a very unique niche. in
yeah,
this town,
for real.
So,
Because it's weird. You're like,
And then now I get now I'm getting paid for it.
yeah,
You know?
you're like the opposite of
Yeah.
the ice cream man. You know what I'm saying? It's like, oh shit, Mooney's coming.
No, the ice cream man. Yeah. Scream hot takes, baby.
Scream hot takes.
Hot takes, baby.
And it's so crazy, like how far we've come, and now we like relatively work in the same industry. You know what I'm saying? Like all three of us.
Well, he's a part of the industry.
Yeah,
'cause
he's a part of it.
in
Like,
the
yeah,
bar,
he's like,
but
yeah.
Yeah, I'm always around.
He's the guy, bro. He's our supplier.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, but for me, like, it's just crazy because you lose track of time down here. The weather doesn't really change.
It's like literally living in a casino.
Yeah,
Yeah,
seriously.
everybody back home's talking about snow and I have to
Not
think about that.
August.
Well, not
Yeah.
right now, but it's like come January, they'll be like, oh yeah, there was a blizzard and everything, and I have to look around and go, I completely forgot it was January.
Dude, I lose complete months sometimes, like days, months. Like, only reason I know that the month is ending is 'cause I'm about to pay rent. You know what I'm saying? Other than that, it could be Monday. It could be the second day I've been here. You know what I'm saying? I'll never
You
know.
should get married. Yeah. Just kidding. I love you, baby. Anyway, my favorite thing to do is so my brother, he's a Boston firefighter, right? And lives he lives in Hyde Park, but he works in the north end of Boston, the Italian part.
Yeah.
It's like all tight ass streets and shit like that.
Yeah, that's where they get
So
that good
my
racism.
favorite
right?
thing ever when I know that they get bliss of snow.
Yeah.
That he's digging out a hydrant. Yeah, working, going down the fire truck, literally just lights on, whatever, just digging out a goddamn fire hydrant. I'm like, hey, it's 85 degrees.
Yeah, again.
In January.
In January.
Yeah.
You pick up when he's talking about Boston and up there, how his Boston accent comes a little bit thicker.
Yeah.
You hear that? Well, that's just some more drinks.
He can't stop, bro. It's like,
I'm wearing a Celtics jumpsuit.
bro, literally
By the
wearing
way.
sweatpants in the summertime. You are a Celtics fan for real.
I'm cool as fuck. That's why.
Yeah, no, I'm wearing a Mountain Dew shirt, the sandals.
Yeah.
I never wore sandals until I came down here.
Really?
Never.
Yeah, we can tell.
I wore. Yeah, I know. You see that?
Well, you have nice toes.
That boy got
Thank
trench
you
foot.
very much.
So.
Hey, tap into our OnlyFans section after this where we're showing Andrew's feet.
We have an OnlyFans?
We do now.
Yeah.
Sweet.
Wait, Mooney, you didn't know that?
You gotta monetize this, man.
You gotta get him in there.
You use yours, but you have size 17 feet.
They won't fit on the screen, I know. Yeah.
Yo, dude, you have probably the biggest feet I've ever seen in anybody.
Really?
How do you get shoes?
I have a very good friend of mine that works for the Celtics. And
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
What, all the
Yeah,
players
okay.
that
Actually,
trade-
that makes sense.
I'm wearing
That makes sense,
sweatpants.
actually.
Actually, everything except for my socks right now I'm wearing is for the Boston.
So all the players that get
Like
traded, they
officially.
just send you all the old stuff.
pretty much.
Well, actually, I had a friend who was one of the equipment managers at Ohio State. So all the football players, weirdly enough, all the women's basketball stuff, because at the time they wore really baggy shorts, had nobody that would fit into them. They just give them to me.
There's a joke there somewhere. I'm
I know.
like, hey, you know what?
There is a joke there's over.
Yeah.
So
But
you're,
ironically, I'm not even an Ohio State fan.
so you're in women's shorts all the time.
No, just once. And then I gave those shorts away. They were my workout shorts, so I'd sweat in them.
Yeah, you would.
But it's weird because I'm not even an Ohio State fan.
Yeah.
And they're always good.
Wait, so what like college fan were you? Are you?
I
Not Kansas State, though.
weirdly,
Oh, there we go.
weirdly enough,
Here we are. Breakfast.
weirdly enough, I like to root against.
Folks, this is very,
Against
very,
Ohio
very,
State?
very St. Johnny right now. What time
Yeah.
is it? It is
Shot o'clock
11:15.
15 on a
God
Wednesday.
damn it.
on
yeah.
a Wednesday again.
Man, work days, eh?
I'm the only motherfucker that has to work here.
I gotta work in 4 hours.
Oh, you do have to work today?
Yep. I gotta work
I'm
today.
finding myself technically.
You're in that
I'm
phase of your life.
I'm a sabbatical.
Woo!
Rock pipe. Woo.
This cinnamon drink is
It's pumpkin
hitting.
season, baby.
Woo! Sponsored by Cinnamon Drink.
Yeah.
Cinnamon whiskey drink.
It's just generic.
Yeah. Generic cinnamon whiskey.
It's purple. So what's the wave in sports? What are we waiting on? Next week we got
No, we have college
Football.
football starting Saturday.
start on Saturday.
So my wife's brother, my brother-in-law, went to Georgia. So by de facto, I'm a Georgia guy.
Well,
Yeah.
Georgia's doing good now.
These
Georgia's
dogs,
doing
we
good
go
straight.
eat, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, bless you.
Yeah.
So you used to root against Ohio State. You're with Georgia.
Yeah. I'm not gonna be
Who's
a
your
Boston
college
College
I don't know,
Eagle
because
fan.
I always followed more college basketball growing up, and at the time, just sort of rooted for Ohio State. And this is going to piss a lot of people off, but I think Ohio State's fans are really annoying.
Hell
Really,
yeah, bro.
They're
I
annoying.
think
H,
I think
bro,
he's-
that
I
shit
think he's
pisses
made
me
more
off.
friends with that
And,
state.
and I'm from Cleveland, and Columbus is 2 hours away, so it was never really like, that's in my backyard, that's my thing. And I had friends that went to Ohio State.
Hey DJ, are you hearing this right now? You guys went to the deli earlier.
It's not my... And that's the thing, though, is like when you meet people that are from Ohio, they immediately think they're like, oh, Buckeye. OH, if I'm working, I have to go IO. But if
Yeah.
I'm not, I'd be like, I don't root for him.
Bro,
What?
That's yeah.
It's like, what?
It's like
And I'm
blasphemous.
It's not... It'd be like, I don't know how... Like, if somebody from San Antonio
Well, no,
or Dallas.
that's the
like,
thing though. Yeah, like rooting for the Longhorns. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, it's just...
No, well, that's the thing though. So I was born and raised in Austin, and like my whole dream, like I'm watching Major Applewhite. You know what I'm saying? I'm watching Cedric Benson, Ricky Williams, all these guys like legends play this game. You know,
Or that
and
burnt
like
orange.
yes, dude.
Which
and,
I
like,
like
Rico
the
Owens on ballers, guys.
this guy with the ballers. Every fucking,
What? Sorry.
Where's the ballers button? We need like a like every time you reference ballers.
It's a Lil Wayne track.
But so
Sorry, I'm so into the show.
you really are into this show. I'm not mad at you. It is a great show.
It's good.
It was a great show
Balls
8 years
immersion.
ago.
It's good.
It was a great show 8 years ago for sure.
I can't believe no one told me about it until right now.
It's because you've been here.
It's on Netflix now, too. That's why.
Yeah, that's weird. It's an HBO show, and they sold
Yeah.
it to Netflix.
Yeah, they got to give them a little teaser. They need people to sign up for that HBO Max.
Genius. No, it's just
No,
Max
I-
now.
No, I have HBO Max.
Sorry.
It's just Max now.
Sorry.
Just Max. I had to
One of
download a
those-
whole
one of those
other
people
app.
when I call it Panera Bread, they're like, it's just Panera. I don't call it Panera Bread. What's wrong with you? But like, it's...
But no, all right. So like I was saying, I grew up in Austin. You know what I'm saying? In the 40 Acre Wood, and like right next to.
Whoa. What? I didn't say it.
That's
Yeah.
good. That was a good one.
That's
I'll
a
give you
great
that
show,
one. I'll
by
give
the
you
way.
that one. But like, my thing is like I'm watching all these legends, you know, and like I saw Vince Young fucking win the Rose Bowl off of a fucking scramble when I was like next to
Against
the stadium.
Pete Carroll.
Yes, dude. And that's the best fucking football team ever
Reggie
assembled.
Bush,
baby.
like the
yeah.
best college
Pumped and
player.
jacked?
Yeah.
Pumped and jacked, baby.
But then whenever,
Yeah, let's go.
whenever I like, you know, became an adult, I like got into my like nemesis phase. Like by the time I was like not an adult, but
When
by
does
the time I
that
was like
happen?
17, I was like, you know what? All I want to do is beat these
Yes.
motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
That's all I want to do.
Because you lived in enemy territory.
was
at
there,
that point.
man,
You're like,
like-
now it's like, you know what? You annoy me.
yeah, for
You
real.
annoy me. I want to see you go down.
And then on top of that, they didn't give me any scholarship, so I was like, you know what? Fuck Texas.
Yeah, indeed. Fuck Texas, indeed.
So then I went to Kansas and went to Kansas State, and then you know what's funny, dude? The year that I went there, direct flights from Dallas went straight to Manhattan, and that was the first year this ever happened.
The Big Apple?
The Little Apple, Manhattan,
yeah, I know,
Kansas.
but- yeah.
It's literally called the Little Apple.
Very funny.
Yeah, I know, you're hilarious.
Should I hit the button on that one? Yeah.
Just save it.
It's too far away.
The
then-
city that always
After
sleeps.
that,
lose
after
the
that,
identity.
dude, after that, I think our team went from being like like 25% black to being like 85% black. And,
So they got good then.
Oh! See, that wasn't even me that time.
Have a Jimmy
Oh,
They
you made the
got
sizzle.
good.
You gotta have
Have a
it.
Jimmy
He's doing the
moment.
sizzle.
yeah, man. But I don't know. But like even now, I don't think like I would. Like if I had to like put my money down, I don't think I'd put my money down on Kansas. Just because, or Kansas State.
Because
Just
you're a purple team.
Because yeah, I mean,
I know
dude,
you wouldn't.
We go from like beating a top 5 team to losing to like.
Yes, I'm well aware.
Mooney has a huge reservation against purple teams. He hates any college team.
I
that's
will
purple.
not bet on any team that wears purple.
Is there a color that you do prefer though to bet? We always heard about purple being your
Yeah,
anti-team.
yeah. What color
What's
do you
your-
prefer?
What
I
is
prefer
your
green, baby.
what Notre Dame?
Yeah. No.
Okay, I was like,
Huh? Well, I think that we should put in today, like there are a ton of day baseball games on. I say that we put in like,
A crazy 15-leg parlay.
well, let's do 12, and then we donate to something if it hits.
yeah.
My bank account.
Cats and critters, canines and critters.
No, we'll get with Andy, like the revolving fund
My
or
yeah.
my
St. John
Greek,
Cancer Fund,
my,
something
my
like that.
yeah.
Greek cruise fund,
I
which I'm
say-
gonna
I
have to
say-
do.
That is a good idea. I think we should do
say
that.
So when we do our next break,
Yeah.
let's look at it. And
Yeah.
like we'll tell you guys what we're gonna bet on. We'll show you the ticket, and
That's a great
I think
idea.
that'd be an awesome thing. That maybe there's something we do like every episode that
Yeah.
we put in a dumbass 12-leg and like for like
Yeah,
10,
some
20
random
bucks,
ass shit.
and then
Yeah,
it
that's
was
a good idea.
20,000 that we donated to something great that's going on the island.
Yeah.
Like the ACC or something
The
like
ACC,
that.
Yeah,
That's a
yeah,
big
yeah.
one.
Right.
Like I know Andy's too shy to be on camera, but he's our producer here, and between here and the Windmill Bar, they do so much charity work.
Yeah.
With the
For such a little guy, man, he does so
anytime
much.
you need a fundraiser or anything done. I mean, these are the people you go to. They can hook you up with
100%.
anything. And you can
100%.
give us some back.
So we got to take this 12-leg parlay serious then. If there's
Yeah.
something right now. That's-
Well, I mean,
No,
how
bring
serious can you take a 12-leg parlay?
No,
You take it serious.
no, we be smart, but yeah, like,
Yeah,
yeah. And then we'll go.
Yeah,
through,
we're not trying to lose.
And then we'll write everything on the board here.
Yeah.
that we're gonna bet. Yeah,
And all the
we'll-
hits.
Yeah,
That's a good idea.
Yeah,
That's a
so-
great idea.
He's gonna fund it.
Yes.
So it's gonna be
And we got a sponsor!
Yes.
Yes.
$1,000 to win $20 million. Yeah.
Yeah, just next week we're just out. We don't
Yeah.
podcast anymore.
And the bar's closed.
And the Andy sold the
This
bar.
podcast is brought to you by Chapter 11. All right, guys, let's take a break. Let's go. Let's work through this. What a
Yeah,
great
let's do
idea.
this parlay, man.
Look
That's
at
a
us.
good
Look
idea.
at us on Charitable Endeavor, huh?
I love that.
This is
Wow,
my
Mooney with a good idea.
Yeah, well, hey,
Yeah,
I
we
was
definitely need to do a
That's a
parlay.
great idea.
We
I
definitely
was
need to
due
do a
for one.
parlay.
That is a great idea.
It's all the only ideas I have, guys.
And
fucking
that was the
amazing.
first time you went.
So during the break, Milton and I were talking about Women's World Cup. Spain, dude.
Yeah, they took out.
Sorry.
Yeah. Welcome back to the Two Dudes at a Sports Bar podcast. Here from the upstairs bar and grill in beautiful Cruz Bay, St. John.
Europe.
Yep. I got Mooney over here to my right. I got Milton over here, post-birthday celebratory, enjoying yourself.
Yeah, man.
Sweating everywhere.
I'm honestly glad that we have this time. That way I don't have to go anywhere else and like get forced to drink.
Well, yeah, but you got to work in 10 minutes. So
Yeah, that's true.
that's all right. Ironically, right here. So,
Yeah, at least I don't got to go anywhere.
good stuff. Well, anyway,
What a commute.
we didn't touch on one huge thing that happened in sports this past week, which was half the reason why I was up super late at night. Not because I was watching it, but because I was getting multiple text messages from you, Mooney. Women's World Cup. I didn't get any text messages after it.
My
What
bad
happened?
for keeping you informed on
Mooney
the
is
pulse
the
of
biggest
sports in the world.
Women's World Cup fan in the world.
What?
Number one. I don't know.
It's a beautiful game. I love
It
soccer.
is. It is.
Like, for real. It's like growing up, like,
Did you ever play soccer?
yeah.
Yeah.
But then I became 6'8". So, yeah. That
Might
didn't
make it a
work
little
out.
bit difficult.
I once scored a goal from half or midfield.
Oh, yeah?
Midfield?
Yeah, midfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like Wayne Rooney style.
How old
Yeah,
were you?
dude.
Matt Mooney style. He actually copied me.
Matt Mooney
I
and
was
Wayne
12.
Rooney, huh?
I was
Well,
like
there you
6'3".
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah. Belly full of orange slices,
Anyway, I was like, yeah,
hit from midfield.
yeah. Size 20 foot. You know?
Yeah, right.
I bend it like Beckham.
Yeah.
So,
Sorry that. Yeah, man.
anyway, so as everyone knows, if you've been listening to this, I love World Cup soccer. Women's World Cup, even more so because,
The Spanish ladies took it.
yeah, my ladies, yeah, they're
Your
really stuck in
ladies.
England.
Yeah, that's what
And,
you
like,
always
as an
say.
Irish person, man,
You-
I love seeing England lose anytime I can.
Well, especially because they knocked out your team, the Aussies. You
Yeah,
were
no.
all about the Aussies in this one, and then they got knocked out. So I think you had some sort of a. You just
Grudge?
A chip.
Yeah, grudge.
yeah.
Kind of like what we
A
were
chip
talking
on
about,
my
like being
shoulder?
around. Yeah, exactly. It's like
Yeah.
you got to take them down. So you're happy with that?
Well, yeah, I'm very happy.
Well, how did the last match go? I don't even know what happened.
Spain won.
Yeah, I know that, but was it as exciting as the penalty kick game with
It was very exciting, and Spain won.
Would you?
Nobody else that's watching this has watched that, so let's pivot.
Honestly, whenever the U.S. women got out, I was done.
Yeah.
I literally checked out. Just
Same.
because, I mean, like, arguably that was our best sports team for, like, the last 2 decades. You know what I'm saying? As Americans.
Olympic basketball?
Yeah, it was still a
Yeah,
redeem team
but
type of
still,
thing.
yeah. I mean, like, women's soccer has dominated longer than men's basketball has.
No.
Yes.
in my lifetime, it has.
100%. Yeah, I mean, what we had the Dream Team.
The Dream
and
Team,
then,
I was too young
and then
for
that's
the Dream
it.
Team.
Like whenever
Yeah,
Melo
one
and them
bad
played.
showing in the Olympics.
Yeah, but that's the
Yeah.
thing. We didn't have one bad showing in global stance for the United States except for this year.
I feel like they were always in it. I feel like the women's team was always in it. Even if they didn't win the World Cup, obviously they won in '99 when what's her name took her shirt off.
I mean, Christy,
Brandy Chastain.
There you
Brandon
go.
Chastain, yeah.
And then I'm trying
Close.
to
The Mia
Close
Hamm era. Yeah, I know.
Mia Hamm, who we said married to Noma Garciaparra.
What a team.
What
What
a
a
team.
mercy.
And then when they came up again with Alex Morgan, once again, it's like the Olympics. I don't watch it until it comes on, but if the U.S. isn't in it, I don't want to watch it. Unless it's
Fair
curling.
weather fan over here. Man, you support this stuff.
I don't have time for it. I bartend at night,
Yeah.
and I'm not up till
You
4
gotta
in
make
the
time,
morning.
dude.
I'm not up till 4 in the morning, but I do appreciate the text because it keeps me in the loop.
And that is what we were talking about too. It's like being in this industry is so difficult to like watch sports because we're always either at the bar or
Facing the customers
Yeah,
with the
exactly.
TVs
Whenever
behind
TV's
you.
behind you, or like it's just like the timing is not right. Every game that is important, we have to work because that's when the money's coming in.
I played fantasy football every single year up until I moved down here. Like, I knew everything about I knew the third string. I knew the wide receiver 3. I knew everything about every team, and now
100%. I don't understand, like, because I feel like I have more time now. You know what I'm saying? But like, I have no
You
time to do
don't,
fantasy.
yeah. Wait, how many leagues are you in? I'm in 0 this year.
This year, I'm in 0 right now. I
I'm in
want to
none
get
either.
into one. I need to start learning something.
We should probably start a league too.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That is a good
I don't
point.
see why not. I mean, that'd be fun. The three of us jibbing on who's winning that week.
There's plenty of other people that would want to hop into that too.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, with the podcast going on, we're trying to get other people to possibly be guest bartenders, maybe be a guest or something like that. So if you want to be on the podcast, if you want to come in and tell us what you know about sports and everything like that, drop us a line on any of the social media platforms, Instagram, YouTube, because we're running every single thing that gets posted is usually going to run through the Windmill website as far as the podcast. But follow us on social media, and if you want to be on, let us know.
Yeah, because I'm tired of working these doubles, man. I got a podcast, go back to makeup, go to my trailer, then come back to work.
And I'm having to
Exactly.
Oh, I shouldn't talk. So.
Yeah, so I mean, we've got college football. What start on Saturday?
Yeah.
man.
What's the first game?
Oh, I think usually it's like a Thursday night game or something like that, but it's what is
No,
today?
it's
Oh, 3 days. I saw Navy and Notre Dame play on the 26th, so that's what Saturday.
Boring.
yeah.
Yeah, if I don't like Ohio State, Notre Dame is right below that.
Yeah, Notre Dame is one of my most frustrating colleges in the world because they're like, you know what? We won't be in any conference. We'll be independent, and also somehow we'll be ranked 5th in the nation
But also,
every
but also
year.
the Big East for basketball. or yeah.
Back when they had Luke Herringrody and all those guys. Remember the
Oh, who's the other guy?
For Notre Dame
Notre Dame?
for basketball.
Yeah.
Shit, I don't think I
We
watched a
got
single.
breaking news here, Mooney.
What we got, Mooney? This man can't
I-
read.
I don't know what it says. Yeah. Breaking news looks like I wrote it and I had a stroke. So
Oh god.
Let's do a bet of the week, $100 all in. Do you have a guaranteed bet that we could put $100 on this week?
I bet
What is
that
your shoe-in bet? What is the bet of the week?
the bet is that the bet that I tried to put in earlier, someone's going to call me back in the middle of this podcast.
Not a parlay. I'm talking about
kidding,
one
yeah.
specific game: college football, baseball, Little League World Series. We were talking about
Chinese Taipei money line today
Yeah.
at 1 p.m.
Would you say it was minus 400?
480, but in Taiwan dollars.
Taiwan dollars.
I'm just kidding. It's a lot, but I just Curacao, man.
Dude, they're gonna get waxed.
I don't know, there are a lot of day baseball games. Like maybe that Royals A's under 8.5. That might be a bet of the day.
That's good. Well, you also talked about Otani as pitching, and
It's a doubleheader though too. That's
Oh.
yeah.
but I need to get some Chinese Taipei.
I want to bet on everyone in the Little League World Series to have a good time, and it's not about the destination.
It
It's
feels
the
weird
journey
about betting
and the
on
friends you
children's
make
sports.
along the way.
Yeah, it just feels weird about betting on children's
I know,
sports.
I feel
I
kinda weird
feel
about
like
it, yeah.
corrupt. You know
I
what I'm
thought it
saying?
was weird that they actually put money lines on that. I didn't even know that was like
Dude,
allowed. I knew that
people
that
bet
happened.
on the spelling bee.
Which we did host here at the upstairs bar a couple weeks ago.
Yeah.
Should have been here.
Who won the spelling bee here?
Dooley.
For
of all
real?
people, yeah.
All right. Actually, that kind of makes sense.
Speaking of which, what do we got tonight? Are you doing bingo?
We got
tonight?
bingo starting at 6, baby.
Bingo tonight.
Nice.
You're hosting
Yeah.
it every single time.
Yep.
Absolutely. What's the penalty for calling a false bingo here?
You have to drink a shot of, where is it, Eddie? Paradise rum or gross. Whatever I find, that's the most disgusting thing in the bar.
And when you
There's a
did
bottle next to the radiator. Well, you
Yeah,
got to drink
yeah.
that.
When you did bingo at the Windmill on Sundays, it was warm gin, wasn't it?
It is gin that I leave in the sun for over an hour.
So
Gross well gin. Wait, and if you're under 18, it is a ketchup packet that I've also left in the sun for over an hour. And oddly, the last time we did bingo up there, we had a little weather delay last Sunday. But the Sunday before that, there was a gentleman that was a.k.a., designated driver style.
Yeah.
He took the ketchup packet, and my God, what a champion.
He housed it.
He literally just flipped me off and then went like that. And then,
What a guy.
to his credit, said, "Do you want me to autograph it and then give it back to me?" And I go, "Sir, yes." And then I saw him at 4:20 2 hours later, and it was so awkward.
That's hilarious.
So we're doing that tonight, 6 p.m. If you guys are in town, I'll be
Welcome
here.
come through.
Hopefully, you know how to play bingo.
Yeah.
I
You'd
would
be
hope.
surprised.
And you're doing just regular bingo, blackout round,
Regular bingo, straight up.
the whole way.
Nope, straight up.
Okay, good. Yeah. I had
Back
it
to college football.
Yeah, who's the favorite for the chip? Actually, who's the favorite to get to the playoffs? Top four. Who do you think's going to make it?
Obviously.
Georgia's definitely. I think
Penn
Georgia's.
State.
Right now they
is up
got.
there.
Penn State's looking good this year?
I think they got Michigan and Ohio State ranked right next to each other. I think they have Michigan right above them right now.
My sneaky pick. Ready?
Yeah.
Mine's blown.
Not Kansas State, is it?
I was about to say Kansas State.
His head will explode.
Bet on purple.
Yeah, out of pride. No. USC.
Oh.
No, I can buy
They have
that.
a light schedule.
They have a Heisman Trophy winner coming back.
Exactly.
that's true.
They could easily rip.
Yeah, they are playing
No,
pretty good.
10-0 before they go to play someone
Yeah,
important.
I think so.
That's
Not
true.
only that, their conference is falling apart, so nobody's
Yeah.
getting recruited to go to
The
those
LAC,
schools.
the
So,
LAC-12.
so
The
they're just having
LAC-12.
walk in the playoff.
Yeah,
The LAC-12 is
yeah.
great.
They'll be playing you and I like week
That's-
11.
No,
Yeah.
I love that though. I'm hoping what is going on with USC happens to the U because I want the U to be back to what they were like in the 2000s.
I
and
knew you
80s.
watched Ballers.
Of course.
God damn it, with
Why not?
ballers.
No, I just want the U to be back. How tough they were. You hear about Michael Irvin talk about it.
Oh, man.
all the illegal
Dude,
hits and
those
all
were
this.
the
They
days.
were-
They
shit.
were more famous than the Miami Dolphins back.
Oh,
in the day.
1,000%.
They talked about it in every documentary. They're like, we go to the clubs in Miami, we would get in before the Dolphins players.
Oh,
I
100%.
want it to go
Dude.
back to that.
Yeah, that dude, the level was so high. I don't think you ever could. You had Ray Lewis, Ed Reed, you had Willis McGahee all in the same
Michael Irvin
place.
team was the 80s. The Ray Lewis. What was the team that had like Shockey, Willis McGahee?
Oh,
It was
that
the
was like
2000
what?
team.
Yeah.
People
Yeah,
said
like-
that 2000 team or 2001 team was the best
Sean
one ever.
Taylor.
And then they got the
Yeah.
national championship ripped
Yeah,
out of their
Ed
hands on a
Reed.
bullshit call in the national championship against Ohio State.
Right.
Weird. You do that.
I watched it live.
Yeah.
Well,
So, I watched it. Yeah, man, that team was crazy though.
Vince
And then
Wilfork,
they went from being the best defensive team, like producers wise in the NFL, to being running back university, and then went back to being defense. It was like, dude, they were just on top.
and now they're just flipping through head coaches like
Yeah.
it's like almost like the NFL. It's like
Because like I think it's the thing, right? It's like whenever like the Yankees have this problem, the Cowboys have this problem. It's like whenever you have such a high level, like you're performing at such a high level, the next person that does it after you is put to that level. You know
Wait,
what I'm
you a
saying?
Cowboys guy?
Hell
we said it
yeah!
last week. Remember?
Sorry.
How about
Through
them
and through.
Cowboys?
Me brain ain't so good.
Oh God! Yeah, we gave you Zeke for pennies.
Yeah, I know.
No, actually for
Thank
free.
you,
I don't
thank
think we
you,
had him
yeah.
at all. No,
Yeah, we did you a favor,
yeah,
I
we'll
feel
see.
like.
We'll see
Yeah.
if you'll be thanking me in 6 weeks. Yeah, whenever Zeke is putting up 2 yards a game.
Yeah, Patriots Titans this week. The arch rivals.
With the last preseason
Is that the
game?
last
Yeah.
preseason game?
Who's the
Yeah.
starting quarterback for the Pats this week?
We'll see. I've been reading a lot of Boston newspapers. My favorite, the Boston Herald online. Mac Jones and Belichick are not seeing eye to eye about a lot of stuff. So the Zap,
But you got to
the
be
Zap
lucky.
era, baby.
You are. A
Here we
prophet.
go. The Zap attack.
Your prophecy is becoming real.
I know.
How long does it take till Belichick's out in the NFL?
I don't think he'll ever leave.
No,
I think he's got a couple years left, dude.
he's gonna retire
He's
before
with-
he gets fired. Trust me.
But then
yeah,
what's he gonna
within
do?
5.
The guy's day is so regimented.
he's
He's
gonna-
all about football
He's
every
gonna
single
defeat
day.
the Jedi Rebellion.
He's
or
gonna-
something
he's gonna
and
be a
take over the rest
commentator.
of the
He
Galactic
needs something
Empire.
different.
He's
I don't
gonna
know.
be a commentator on the worst sports talk show ever. It's
Which
me,
I
him.
would watch. I would
Yeah.
watch it because
It's
it's
He's
me.
actually gonna replace you.
Actually, we got him coming in next
Yeah,
week.
yeah. When you're on
because I gotta-
vacation.
yeah, I gotta
We
go
didn't
on
mean,
correspondence.
we didn't mean to
so-
tell you, but yeah, we got Belichick coming in next week.
We're paying him by the word though, so it's gonna be a lot of yep.
Yeah. Hey, if we hit this parlay, we can afford 10 words.
Yep. Which actually we're
Hoodies for
gonna,
everybody.
even though we're going to try and do it this week, I think we're going to try and do it next week. We're going to try and hit a 12 game parlay of some sort next week.
Apparently, it's frowned upon to bet against little leaguers.
Not against them, but you bet with them.
If you're
We were-
betting with little leaguers, you're also betting against little leaguers.
Yeah, and you know.
I think it's weird. It's just weird. It's corrupt.
Gray area.
Like why are we so infatuated with little kids sports?
I don't know. No, because I've watched it
I know,
ever since
Milton.
I
Why
was
are
a
you
little
so
kid.
infatuated with Little Kid Sports?
I'm not. You're the one bringing it up. Listen, dude.
I love the game, the pageantry, the tradition.
The fundamentals.
The fundamentals.
Yeah.
It's just like, I don't know, it's so disheartening to me whenever I see like Rhode Island getting smoked last night.
I thought the kid
and
was
I'm
gonna
like,
cry
damn,
so
bro,
bad,
that's so
and I felt
sad.
so bad for
Like,
him.
yeah, exactly.
I was like, come on, guy, come on, dude.
Like, I
Look
can't
down to
enjoy.
coach.
I
Yeah.
can't enjoy the victory whenever I'm seeing these 10-year-olds like have their
Well,
heart
they're
broken.
tall. Hang on.
I haven't watched any, I
whatever.
haven't watched any of the games this year, but are they still like high-fiving the other team when they hit home runs?
The other team?
Yeah, did you
No.
ever see that? Yeah, I couldn't
Japan
stand it.
bowed.
No,
That was kind of cool.
I'm fine with that after the game. I'm fine with a handshake, but I'm seeing it during the game, and maybe I'm just old school like this, but somebody on the other team would just hit a bomb, and all the other kids that are on the other team would be high-fiving the guys who's going around the bases. Have you seen this clip? I hate it.
I don't think- no.
It drives me nuts.
I would never.
After the game, cool, but during the game,
I would
don't.
hit the guy, the next guy up.
I was a petty athlete. I was not
I don't see
a
that-
sportsmanship kind
Yeah,
of guy.
yeah, but here's the thing. I don't see that as non-sportsmanship. But during the game, I want to rip your head off.
Yeah,
I don't want to.
exactly.
I'm not gonna. No,
Well,
I'd be like, you
12.
got lucky. Still, we didn't learn that. I didn't
yeah.
learn that when I was 12. We get to the next batter.
Yeah, I was not that guy. Even when I was 12, when I was playing like soccer, I'd be the guy like, oh, we go up for a header, I'm heading your collarbone. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you're gonna earn this header.
Yeah, you're hitting the deck. You know what I'm saying? Because I've always been kind of long and big for my size or for my age. But yeah, I was not the nice guy, dude. I wouldn't talk a lot of shit, but I would make you feel me. You know what I'm saying? To the point to where you had to talk shit and get thrown out of the game.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I wasn't gonna high five you for a nice goal. I was gonna see that.
I need a yellow card.
Come fuck you up.
Milton.
Yeah, that's also fair.
Keep an eye on him.
Yeah.
For real, I was that guy.
Well, I don't think this week was a complete waste of time. I think we got a little bit better. I think the audio was a
We
little
are
bit better, but
moving
we're
forward,
still
yeah.
we are still
I like our new
I still
location
haven't
here.
opened the bar, so
still a 2 out of 10.
for me, it's a waste of time.
You're late, and you're late for work.
I'm late for work and I'm here.
You are late for work. Well,
It's a write-up.
That's a right.
Yellow card.
Well, hey, listen.
Anyway.
It's been a good run. Let's see how long I can actually stay employed at the bar that I'm drinking at and doing a podcast.
Can we bet on it?
What's up? All right, we'll bet. Who goes first? Ezekiel Elliott gets
Cut? Or
200
you do?
yards. So yeah, Ezekiel Elliott gets a cut before I do. I'm putting $100 in the parlay fund.
all right. Well, this just ended terribly. So
That's
I guess
what
we'll
we
just.
do.
I guess we'll just see you guys next time on the Two Dudes at a Sports Bar podcast from the upstairs bar.
Should we
Cruz
change the
Bay.
name or just...
I gotta fucking clock in.
No, it's still Two Dudes.
Okay.
All right. We'll see you guys next time.
Two dudes.
Bye.
Two brothers.
Two brothers.